Greetings, residents of the Garden State and fans of Quarantine Action Wrestling. It's me, the Governor of New Jersey, and Acting Commissioner of QAW. That's right, with Diamond David Thomas and Wellington Arms both currently missing, I have taken it upon myself to assume operational control of QAW. Indeed, the generation seems to be no more. But just because they are missing doesn't mean our very important work needs to stop. So don't you worry, everyone. I am here and I am in control. When, and if, I suppose, Diamond David Thomas and Wellington Arms choose to return, rest assured that there will be a peaceful transition of power from my administration back to theirs. You know, not every leader can say that. Some of you may be asking, Governor, can you run a state that is also a fantasy kingdom while also managing a huge multi-million or perhaps multi-billion-dollar corporation like QAW? Well, the answer is yes. Because I'm very smart, and I have delegated all the right things to all the right people. One thing that I cannot delegate, though, is our relationship with 2MB Studios. Yes, now that we are home on this august network, it is my responsibility to make sure that the relationship between the two entities is fruitful and healthy. There is one particular executive that I've been dealing with very, very frequently over these past several days, an executive named Mr. Fear. He is an ominous type, but rest assured, fans and wrestlers, that I will be keeping his meddling out of our business. QAW is for the wrestlers, not for 2MB or Mr. Fear. Speaking of those wrestlers, congratulations to Big Mama Dons and the Clown for winning their respective Rumbles. It was indeed an impressive showing all around, and I look forward to working with both of you so that you can reap the rewards of your success. I have one other order of business just for me tonight, and that's as part of my operational acumen, I've decided to let the dragon back into the ring. For you see, the dragon is hungry, and if the dragon doesn't eat, well, the state of New Jersey, and perhaps the entire world, will suffer for it. So welcome back to the ring, the dragon, and welcome all of the wrestlers tonight on what will assuredly be a fine Quarantine Action Wrestling. You're welcome in advance, and thank you for your vote.
New Jersey, each day your beauty shines from farmland to the shore. New Jersey, in this great land. I let you in by one condition, no one here will ever tell us so. I'll be your God in this messy catacomb, follow my lead down this hole.
just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own. Lady, you got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Baby, I just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own. Lady, you got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Not that vagrant kind. Yeah.
Music City, USA is now infected with quarantine action. It's Mike Mann with another QAW Pandemic here on 2MB Studios, joined as always with Buckley Swantoon.
Thank you so much, Mike. Yes, we are here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we are here on 2MB Studios for the rest of our lives. And joining us on commentary, very, very honored to have legendary blues musician Muddy Waters.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm very excited to be here on my first, and hopefully not last, QAW broadcast.
Well, we'll have to see how that goes. Again, true honor to have you here, Muddy. And we have a hell of a show tonight, a bunch of roster debuts and feuds and shit. We're going to see how it goes.
Starting off with Who's Gonna Be Blue between Zip Zimmer and Kung Fu Bruno.
QAW, I got a big announcement to make tonight. But first, I gotta get something out of the way. I don't know what Kung Fu Bruno was thinking when he got in my way at the Royal Rumble and threw me over the top rope. But if he wanted to be on my radar, that's fine. He must not have been paying attention when I said that I was here to instill fear into the Men's Warehouse representatives for taking everything away from me. He must not have been paying attention when I said that I was coming after the suits of QAW. I get it now. I threw Mr. Neptune over the top rope. Mr. Neptune is a suit. His music is dope, but at the end of the day, he's a suit. And if you want to fight for the suits of QAW and what they stand for, so be it. But that means tonight, I'm going to send a message to all the suits for what I do to you tonight. And after I'm through with you, I'm going to make an announcement. It's going to send shockwaves to the QAW universe.
How's that for confidence? You're gonna like the way you look.
Kicking off tonight's action, it's Zip Zimmer, the heir to the Men's Warehouse fortune, with the debuting singles man, Kung Fu Bruno.
Haven't seen Kung Fu Bruno compete. His first time in singles. He had a great showing in that Royal Rumble, throwing out Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney. A hell of an accomplishment. And Zip Zimmer, no competitor to sneeze at either, picking up a win over Tom Brady easily the other week.
Absolutely was. He sacked Tom Brady like a sack lunch, and also fuck the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fuck them, I say. Jets forever.
I don't want to count out Zip Zimmer too early, but like my daddy always told me, bet on the man with the sword.
Absolutely. Kung Fu Bruno does brandish a sword. He found it in the woods, the same woods that Diamond David became Taekwon David.
You're telling me he found that sword in a legendary Doji forest?
He certainly did, and he brought it back to QAW.
Wow, I mean, the connections between Kung Fu Bruno and Diamond David Thomas seem to be expanding by the day, but certainly as well as Zip Zimmer's credibility here in QAW. Still relatively new, but he's got a lot to prove, and he's been doing it so far.
Forgive me if this is a hot button question, but does a legendary sword count as a PD element?
I mean, a performance-enhancing element. We've seen babies brandishing sledgehammers. We've seen men brandishing ladders. A sword is tame by QAW standards.
Yeah, I think the
I'm gonna
FDA
like it
is
here.
all over us. And you definitely will like it here, Muddy. It's so good to have you.
If you'd like it here, go ahead and follow, subscribe to 2MB Studios. If you have Amazon Twitch Prime, you can do so for free right now. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
And
And
There he is, the immortal martial artist himself, Kung Fu Bruno.
coming out to some slick music there. He's got some style and he's looking focused.
Know a thing about music, and I'd say that this man, he has good taste.
That's a heck of a hot take there, Muddy, as well. Looks like he's centering some chi, but oh, he didn't blow up our cameraman. Excellent.
Very good. Our cameraman Tyson, it's his first day here. You can see that he's doing a great job bringing it back there, following up on Kung Fu Bruno's butt, and it's Kung Fu. Yes, look at that, showing some respect.
Tyson's a former gynecologist. Go ahead and head over to QAWmerch.com/Tyson's Nuggets if you want to learn more about testicular health.
And also, don't forget, folks, our main sponsor, Dippin' Dots. You place an online order and use the code Dippin' Dots, you'll get $5 off. I'm not joking. It's actually a thing this week.
I'm doing it right now.
Hell yeah, you
Willard
are.
Wilford kicks us off. Collar and elbow tie up. Zip backs up Kung Fu Bruno into the corner. Muddy, what do you think Zip's going to need to do to guarantee success tonight?
I think exactly what he's doing right now. He's got to show off that power.
Oh,
Just bully the martial arts master as best he can. As I say that, a slippery fella.
certainly is. Zip Zimmer, he's shiny like TVD. However, he's had much more success than All Access so far in QAW as he deadlifts Kung Fu Bruno by the waist and takeover slam coming up. Yes.
Speaking of TV&D, it was trending all over Twitter, all over Instagram, even MySpace last week after the Rumble. That amazing showdown between TV&D and the Clown. They were the final two in that men's Rumble, and the Clown did come out victorious. But it seems like the two of them they have yet to settle their beef.
The story
Not just a clash
between
of
the
styles.
Absolutely.
Oh, ramming his shoulder into the midsection of Kung Fu Bruno. As Muddy said, Zip Zimmer is giving Kung Fu Bruno no quarter, no opportunity to get rolling. Oh, and Kung Fu Bruno misses a kick.
Got knocked for a loop there. His spatial awareness is thrown off. You think a Kung Fu master would have nailed that?
I'm pretty sure he got hit in the ear. I'd give him a pass on that one, you know?
Makes sense.
Big back body drop there to Zip Zimmer as Kung Fu Bruno again, not even getting out of the blocks in this matchup. Zip seems to have his number.
Muddy, I would imagine after a couple of your shows, things got rowdy. You ever get punched in the ear?
You have to say it into his good ear. You said that into the ear that got punched.
Sorry, Muddy, were you ever hit in the ear after one of your shows?
It's the most tame thing that a crowd did to my ear after a show.
The most tame, my word.
I can tell you some stories. I think that might catch the ear of some censors.
Probably.
And of course, whoa, and two open hand.
Ooh.
Whoa, a back fist, but
Back
missing
fist.
that. Oh, connects on the jumping back heel kick. Sorry, Muddy.
I was just going to say, Kung Fu Bruno's having more success with his punches than his kicks. So at the end there.
Some expert analysis. We'd like to thank Stat Guy Pete, who has confirmed what Muddy has said, that hand-based strikes are way more effective here in QAW than feet strikes by 50%.
Yep, don't forget to check out Stat Guy Pete on Audible as he narrates all your favorite statistics audiobooks. Do you need to fall asleep? Listen to Stat Guy Pete's audiobooks.
That guy sounds like a good guy. I'm going to look him up after this.
Please do, Muddy.
Certainly should. I've come to understand as a music fan myself, the syncopation of certain beats and rhythms, stat people, they get it. Oh! Drive-by dropkick, Zip Zimmer's cranium getting compressed.
Kung Fu Bruno having an impressive showing here.
1, 2, no! Zip Zimmer out at 2. He's able to turn the momentum back in his favor. Kung Fu Bruno doesn't seem to be out of it yet.
Yeah,
I don't want to denigrate our fine referee here. That count seemed a little slow to me. I don't know.
My goodness.
Will Wilford is he's quite the resume in QAW alone, and whether you love him or hate him, he is what we got. Diamond David refuses to hire a new referee. But also, speaking of Diamond David, we just saw at the beginning of the show, in Diamond David and Wellington Arms' absence, the governor of New Jersey has taken over managerial duties in QAW. He's running the show now, folks.
I don't think that can be good for anyone.
Well, you say that, but he is the least divisive. Chiropractor. Cover. 1, 2.
Enough.
No! Kung Fu Bruno able to get a shoulder up, but yes, the least divisive politician in political history is now running QAW.
The least divisive. Now look at this. Zip Zimmer bringing up Kung Fu Bruno. Is he gonna? Yes, the lumbar check.
Oh, those lower vertebrae eating knee. Cover. 1, 2. No! Kung Fu Bruno out again!
That's some amazing heart from Kung Fu Bruno. That's what he's going to have to do. He can't match up against Zip Zimmer's strength. I mean, look at Zip's arms with those European uppercut in the corner. It looks like 6 pillows wrapped into bed sheets that are too tight.
Kung Fu Bruno's in trouble right now. This man is...
Ooh.
He's got more fight than a raccoon on trash day.
He does.
Go ahead and head over to QAWmerch.com/trash creatures if you'd like to see. Oh! Twist of fate there. All of Muddy's rescue pets.
You need homes, please.
Kick out at 2 there.
God, I mean, Kung Fu Bruno is still in it. He's taking a lot of Zip Zimmer's most heavy offense, and he's still coming. But now look at this, looking to put him away. Look at that pop-up power bomb.
1, 2. No! Ooh. Kung Fu Bruno refuses to stay down at the hands of his old rival.
He just will not go away. I'd love to see it. At the same time, how much more can he take?
What a way to christen this new arena, to christen this new ring. Kung Fu Bruno and Zip Zimmer are here to fight.
Willard Wilford putting his fingers in Kung Fu Bruno's mouth.
He's just he's checking for his molars.
Well, he found them all as Kung Fu Bruno's able to escape that disgusting predicament.
Willard, he's got a... We really should fire him. We should hire his clone brother, if you ask me.
Just saying.
It is an option.
Kung Fu Bruno. Second rope. Swinging netbreaker from Brett's rope. Very dangerous.
Impressive move there from Kung Fu Bruno. I haven't seen something like that. Now he's going up to the top here. What's he got in mind?
Willard reminding him that his fingers were in his mouth. King Kong knee drop.
Right across the neck, and now beckoning him up to his feet.
What does he have in store for Zip?
Zip's on Dream Street right now.
Rolling, spinning neckbreaker. Oh, my goodness.
Locked him into the last chance right here, but no, Zip Zimmer punching his way out, just getting out with that brute strength.
It's pure power.
It's a hell of an ass to try to put somebody like Zip in the last chancery with all that hair, and I think that... Torpedo European uppercut. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The deadly forearms of Zip Zimmer does in Kung Fu Bruno.
Jeez, with taking all those heavy hits, and Kung Fu Bruno managed to kick out of all of them, but I guess it must have been a flash knockout there, a la Big Mama Don's, a women's Rumble winner, but what a hell of a match to kick it off here, folks.
I mean, the outcome never seemed in doubt, but you gotta give Bruno his due.
Absolutely.
Incredible. I haven't seen a devastating running forearm like that since Lex Luger had a metal plate installed in his arm back in the 90s. Hats off to Zip Zimmer.
Lex Luger, a metal plate, known as a personal hero of Wellington Arms, a man with a full metal arm. But again, folks, Diamond David and Wellington Arms have disappeared. We've not heard from them in weeks, and the governor has taken over things in his absence. And with the governor running things, his senior advisor, the Dragon, is going to be in action tonight. And we have a bunch more debuts kicking off right after this. It's the debut of Ham Slamwich, who we saw in the Rumble.
Ham Slamwich cutting her teeth in one-on-one action. She'll be taking on the former QAW Women's Champion, Zesty Esty. Folks, if you like us and you like Muddy Waters, and who doesn't, stick around. Catch the fever.
this corruption going down in the QAW universe, I'm not going to stand for it. You see, there's no reason why the governor of New Jersey should have been the acting commissioner based on merit alone. This is the same guy who closed the Bumberland strip mall. It's the same guy who heard us say save our dragon and made it his own dragon, who he feeds off of the pensions he took from every teacher in New Jersey. Garden State used to be a beautiful state, and now it's overrun with grist mills, goblins, little wood nymphs, and all sorts of mythical creatures. Enough is enough. That's why, QAW, I'm proud to announce that I will be running to become your new governor of New Jersey. That's right. There's an election coming up, and you have two choices on the ballot. The governor of New Jersey, a man who's known for corruption, closing small businesses, or Zip Zimmer, man of the people. To the governor of New Jersey, consider your days numbered. When we're through, everyone's gonna know you as the private citizen of New Jersey. You guys are gonna like the way I govern. I guarantee it.
How's that for confidence? You're gonna like the way you look.
And yet there's a smack of ham to it. There's a smack of ham to it. Smack of ham to it. Smack of ham. Smack of ham.
This little piggy went to the market. And this little piggy got stuck. This little piggy wanted to try me. And so that little piggy got... Some people say that I'm a bit of a handful. There are two things I hate. Weakness and fakes. A lot of people been saying we've got beef. Well, I don't see beef anywhere, sweetie. All I see is sweet, juicy little hams. Mess with me, you're gonna get a ham slamwich.
The pandemic burns on with the capsaicin queen herself, Zesty Esty, the first ever QAW women's champ, taking on the debuting Slamwich, ham style.
Ham Slamwich had a very impressive series of eliminations in that women's rumble, but yeah, it's her first time in one-on-one action, and Zesty Esty not having the greatest win-loss record in the past few months, but she is still, like you said, our original women's champion. You know, within there, just that fighting spirit blazes on.
She climbed the mountain once, she could do it again. I gotta lay my money on the former champ.
Absolutely.
Well, and actually, that's an interesting sentiment you've expressed there. Tommy Jr. has been betting rampantly on QAW matches backstage money. Have you been betting with Tommy Jr.?
Well, I tried once. That game was too rich for my blood. He literally tried to take my blood once. Unlike Doctor.
Well, the real deal is certainly a bit of a rapscallion and easily the biggest piece of shit in QAW, but we've actually, luckily, we've seen the Doctor. He's certainly up to no good.
He is. He's sworn revenge on those he believes ruined the generation and split it apart at the seams. We're going to be seeing him take on Juicebox later tonight, who did beat Diamond David at Labor Pains. But here we go, folks. Coming out to the ring, it's Ham Slamwich.
And her opponent, from Memphis, Tennessee, Hammond DiMartino.
You know, I wanted to give Karen the benefit of the doubt because it wasn't a hard name.
She added a lot of syllables there, I gotta say.
You know, my first night here, but I think I can do a better job than Karen.
Probably. You should sing us a tune before our shows.
Just right away, you notice the very different way these competitors have walked out. The former champ, very calm, composed. The newcomer, I don't want to say jittery, but pretty obviously excited.
Definitely a Spitfire. She's full of flair, and let's see if there's any substance to back that up as she's taking it on against Zesty Esty.
Flair is, definitely something she's going to need a lot of to overcome Zesty Esty's heat with a float over DDT. Kick right to the back there.
Lack of respect.
Yeah, we're seeing just look at her just kicking at Zesty Esty. Just look at that, not even letting her get up. No respect being shown at all. And now, look at this. She's getting ready to serve that Christmas ham.
Christmas ham right across the throat. Is she going in for the kill on Zesty?
The high rent district. Let's see if it pays off.
Already up to the top with the Grand Slam. Served at Denny's.
Obliterating the midsection of the former champion. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Ham Sandwich is your winner.
Ooh. Coming in hot, Ham Sandwich, serving it up with a glaze of pain.
It's not too often that Muddy Waters has to eat crow, except that one time in Denver, but here we are again.
Well, serve it up to our QAW chefs. Your order of crow will be coming in shortly, and followed up by an order of nuts, as Don't Touch Our Nuts coming up next takes on El Mejor Luchador.
Don't touch our nuts.
Very impressive.
Don't touch them.
They say it was the quickest match ever. They say we were easily defeated. They say the Punisher is a tough son of a nut. Don't touch our nuts. I mean, yeah, he's a worthy competitor, but it didn't help that our mech suit's off switch was placed right on the Scarecrow's face. Like, right on it. Don't punch our face. Let's call it a design error. We're not going to say you made the mistake, because you probably already guessed who did it anyway. Yeah, buddy! There he is. But it's fine. It's not like we completely embarrassed ourselves in the first match of QAW's all-time biggest pay-per-view event. Oh, good. I totally thought we had completely embarrassed ourselves. That's a relief. Just breathe. He's your cousin. It's fine now. Steve redeemed himself by fixing the mech suit. But then a malfunction, and we accidentally eliminated our friend Juicebox in the Royal Rumble. The Juicebox blood on my hands will haunt me for totes ever, my dude. But Steve made it up by fixing the mech suit, again, and moving the off switch from the face to a new, totally different secret spot. It's on the butt! Are you kidding me? You just gave away the position of our off switch and you moved it to the butt? You know QAW attacks are mostly butt-related, right? Wow, I can feel Saturn's rings, bro. Sorry, guys. We've got to fix this off-switch fiasco ourselves, so El Mayor Luchador doesn't butt-punch his way to a win when we face him on Thursday. But here are the big takeaways. 1, never hire family. And 2, don't punch our butts. What the fuck, Steve? Don't touch our nuts.
No, George. I don't know who Trashwife has been saying, but I'll keep my ear to the ground. You have my word. And George, I do want to apologize for the match a couple weeks ago with our IPBS. If I'd watched that movie all the way to the end, I would have known that the Ritual of Chud is not how they actually defeat it. It won't happen again. I'll keep watching the movies to the end in future matches. And I know, you've got your singles match this week, and I've got a singles match against Don't Touch Our Nuts. No, I'm not watching a movie for this one. I have a different plan for dealing with that ridiculous... George, I've gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Please sit. I didn't think you'd actually come. I'm glad you did. I know that the relationship you're in is important to you, but I also know it's been unrewarding. I know you're not appreciated. Please drink. I took the liberty of ordering wine. Okay? I know your current partnership would rather you not be here with me. But like making a good wine, everyone has to do their part. The flavor turns out wrong. I value you. And if you would just give me a chance to prove it, I promise that you can be so much more than what you are in your current relationship. So what do you say? I think that went well. Just gotta make that speech one more time. How am I gonna drink this?
Action rolling on through the farm and a little bit south of Tijuana with Don't Touch Our Nuts and El Mejor Luchador.
El Mejor Luchador, one half of the now tag team Major Waste, competing alongside George Bouncy, who's been on quite the roll lately, as is El Mejor. I believe they did take that loss last week against RIPBS after El Mejor appeared to try and channel some kind of demonic ritual to put away RIPBS, but still taking that loss. Either way, he's up against Don't Touch Our Nuts now, and let's see if he still has that singles acumen.
I've had my eye on this young man for quite some time. He's an exciting individual. I can't wait to see him up close and personal.
Now, when you say that, do you mean El Mejor or do you mean Deton? Because Deton is actually 5 squirrels inside of a robot automaton. We've blown Muddy's mind!
Muddy is sitting there, his crow's falling out of his mouth.
Squirrels, they present themselves as one entity, so that's how I was trying to address them.
Well, I don't blame you. It takes a hell of a lot of discipline to make squirrels do that. A heck of a trainer, if you will, Mike.
One man who I do know is just one man is El Mejor Luchador.
He is.
Solamente uno hombre.
He is the greatest. He's El Numero Uno in Karen's book, as that just classic ballad fills the arena. But again, I mean, we've mainly seen him in tag action where they've had varying degrees of success, and El Mejor, hoping to get back to his roots. I do believe El Mejor still holds the record for the fastest submission victory in QAW. That is his specialty. He's a technical master, and let's see if that's able to overtake this Squirrel Gundam.
No, hablo español, solo poquito, does Muddy Waters.
Well, there you go. Check out Muddy Waters' new Spanish album, Booty Aguas, available on Spotify.
Luckily, I really appreciate that. Sales have been low. That should be a shot in the arm.
Absolutely. You get the old Buckley bump.
Solamente $10 ahora mismo.
Now, that's some good Spanish there.
Gracias. Speaking of good Spanish, shout out to KTD, the highest viewed man in QAW, as El Mejor and Deton square off.
Ooh.
We may see Mr. 245 later on tonight, and if not, KTD already paying dividends with his amazing performance in the Rumble.
Absolutely, and I do have to bring attention to, it kind of seems like Deton has been a little off lately. I'm not sure if his robo servers perhaps need some oiling up or everything, but he's not hitting quite those dynamic beats that we're used to. He's already locked into this Dragon Sleeper from El Mejor. We're gonna have to see if Deton can get his circuits together.
Is it he or is it they? You know?
It's questionable. It is questionable.
Yes from Mike. Okay, it's a yes from Mike.
We haven't gotten a sense of what each individual squirrel is like. It's typically one squirrel as spokesman for all 5.
We are aware that one squirrel is named Steve, and Steve, perhaps not the most popular squirrel in the Gundam, yet they do operate as a unit.
Well, they'd have to keep up with the high pace of QAW.
Ooh.
Tiger Suplex only gets a 1, and certainly, Muddy, it's hard to keep up with the action, but if you're enjoying what you see tonight on 2MB Studios, we're here every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Catch the fever.
And speaking of every Thursday night at 8, and this month, on Halloween night on October 31st, our Halloween pay-per-view named TBD will be taking place on 2MB Studios as well, featuring at least 2 championship matches. And what else will be on the card that night? You're going to have to watch every single Thursday this month to find out.
I'm loving the mat-based approach from both competitors thus far. Grapplers after my own heart.
Which is actually a surprising strategy. Uh-oh! Sunset Bomb!
Oh, look, there we go. Starting to get back some of the old subroutines.
Just as I say that, it gets a lot more physical, more smash.
Absolutely, and it certainly does. El Mejor. Oh, alley-oop drops him on a full ice cream sandwich as part of the new renovations.
Absolutely. You might see that we did eliminate the men's warehouse table. That's only temporary, folks. These renovations had to take place over the course of about 6 hours. That's all we rented the moving company for. So they will be back next week. Chad Henley, I miss you and I love you.
These gentlemen have to make sure they don't get counted out here. Hate to see a hot contest like this end underwhelmingly.
It's my least favorite result in QAW is countouts. Finish the match.
Absolutely. Mike Mann hates the number 10 in all things. So
We're up to 8 right now.
He hates it when they do great at the Olympics.
Certainly. Russian judges can't be trusted, but El Mejor, certainly not a Ruski.
Oh, bringing him down. Look at this. He's locking Deton in the Great Depression.
Great Depression, that's it. Deton is too sad to continue.
Too sad, too poor,
sad to continue.
Oh my God, El Mejor picking up not a record-setting performance, but a quick submission victory over Deton. Deton got to get it together
because you are pressed, and he tapped.
Absolutely.
I think it was the great John Steinbeck who once wrote, "My goodness, the grapes of wrath. They're too bitter, and my goodness, those squirrels, they're getting in that robot."
John Steinbeck is my favorite actor.
Buckley Swantoon still continuing to grapple with the difference between movie and book.
Whatever, I've watched books and I've read movies and I've eaten comics. I consume all forms of media, and folks, you cannot consume enough QAW as this show is just getting started. Coming up next, we have the opening round of the Intergalactic Essay Contest and Tournament with triple threat action.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
All right, what's Gucci fam? It's me, Swole Brittles. Check out that Swole. We're gonna get engaged and have the law marry us. Mwah. I just want y'all to know everything's doing all grand over here in Swoleville. Turns out last week, lost the Royal Rumble. Not too bad, shabby though. I think I did pretty good. Say so myself. You know who also did pretty good? Uterus. Yo, Uterus, what do you think? Yeah! Fantastic! All right, Uterus. Fantastic. Slap me some tubes. That's right, you can't. Get the fuck out of here. Life has been pretty okay, and everything's going great, you know? Only a couple minor mishaps, like last 2 weeks ago, where I lost to my roommate. I had to get her a pizza and
Kick. Oi, what's up, flatmate? Where's my bloody victory pizza?
It's almost here.
That's right. When super giant pizza, plain, nothing on it, and I'd like that delivered as soon as possible.
Girls, your pizza's here.
Thank you. Give me pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. Give me pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. Now we're feeling kinda hungry. We got mega munchies. Time to make our pizza as big as some countries. How much pizza do you think we can chow? More than our parents would ever allow. We're gonna make a masterpiece of pizza. A work of art like the Mona Lisa. It's gotta be high like the Tower of Pisa. But to get there, you don't need a visa. Pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A.
You're lost.
It's a living. I was pretty humble about it. No big deal. What's the future for Swole Brittles? That's what everybody wants to know. Well, let me tell you something. I got my eyes set on another swole individual. Not only do I respect said individual, I also am quite afraid of them. That's right, Deadlift. Deadlift, I'm calling you out. So next week, I want you to have a taste of the swole. So wool out! Also, don't recommend getting slapped by pizza. Not fun.
The Intergalactic Championship here in QAW about to get underway with triple threat action. We have Gentleman Doug, DJ Zombie, and Mr. Neptune.
Wait, what's this?
Bonjour, QAW Universe, and all of my new fans who came to see me on the 2MB Studios. Hey, it is finally nice to be seen throughout Manitoba and British Columbia, the 2MBs of Canada and the galaxy. Alright, now is the moment we have all been waiting for. We get to see 3 idiot buffoons write their essays that they spent all day scribbling down with their number 3 pencils or typing away with one finger on each stupid hand to write and read to see who will advance in this tournament. And 2 of these bozos are people that I have already dealt with in the past who, guess what, do not have the Intergalactic Championship for a reason. The first is Mr. Gentleman Doug. I knocked the monocle and fedora off of his face. And the next one is the Stinky Dead Man, the clown's #1 fan. Oh, the clown, he wins the Royal Rumble. Hey, okay. But who is this dead man, DJ Zombie? And then this other guy, who is he? I got to look up his name on wikipedia.ca. What? Oh, Mr. Monsieur Neptune? Mike Cock? Who is he? Well, let's see if he has any vernacular skills. So, tune up to your TVs, to your 2MB streams, and let's hear some essays from these very stupid men to see who will be lucky enough to have me punch their brain cells down their throat so they will never write an essay again. Okay, bonjour, enjoy the action.
Hello, Gentleman Doug here. Here to prostrate myself before Nordique, that dirty, smelly Canadian. Let him know that I wish to be considered for the Battle Royale, the Intergalactic Battle Royale. And why am I perfect? And why do I deserve a chance at the intergalactic battle? Let me tell you. Who do you want representing QAW, nay, humanity? Do you want some dirty swine, bacon-smelling Canadian stinking up the cosmos, screwing up a first contact situation with his lowbrow language? No, you want somebody who knows how to be polite, how to be etiquette, what sort of doilies and tea these alien races might like. Ooh, maybe they like chai tea, or English tea, or, dare I say it, green tea. See, these are the things a rail candidate, an ambassador to the stars, would think about. Not a dirty, dirty, dirt-farming Canadian. Let me bring the intergalactic belt back to America, where it belongs, where we have the right stuff to conquer space.
Now the end is near, and now you face your final curtain. 'Cause now I am here, soon you'll be gone and you'll be hurting. I own the Vegas Strip, and I conquered Atlantic City. And now in that ring, I'll have no pity. Mr. Neptune's here. You're welcome. If you were to ask anyone who belongs on the intergalactic ship of champions, Mr. Neptune, think about it. So tonight, they got me in a ring with two jabonis, two guys. I guess they couldn't find three. It's fine. I'm coming for the belt. I've been number one in everything I've done. I'm not gonna stop now. Mr. Neptune is here. You're welcome.
Well, that's the Nordique's breakdown of his competitors, folks. This is round one of the Intergalactic Essay Contest and Tournament. We just saw all of the essay entries from our competitors, folks, and this is what it is. Throughout the month of October, we will be having all rounds of Intergalactic Tournament. The winner of this tournament will face the Nordique on Halloween night for the Intergalactic Championship. And now we're seeing Gentleman Doug, the conniving mastermind, make his way to the ring.
This gentleman, to me, he says he's a gentleman. He certainly looks the part, but I can see the mean streak hiding behind his eyes. I do not like his opponent's chances.
Gentleman Doug, no stranger to trepidatious situations, as he took on the Reverend in a steel cage once upon a time, got sent crashing through the wall, and Gentleman Doug's on. Few competitors can take him down.
Absolutely. Muddy, it sounds like you're making another bet. Are you staking your claim on Gentleman Doug here?
Well, I'd like to, but working man in me says never bet on the rich guy. So no, not here, not with him tonight.
Well, here's a man who's not working because he's not alive. It's DJ Zombie.
Yes, folks, that is the resurrected corpse of stand-up comedian DJB. He did die in an explosion shortly after beating the clown at a match in Essential Business, but then the clown, through his necromancy, has revived the husk of DJB and has been serving as his minion ever since. We'll have to see if DJ Zombie might be the one who will challenge the Nordique on Halloween.
Still more alive than my music career at present.
Are you on SoundCloud there, Muddy?
I was. They kicked me off. I violated the terms of service.
What'd you do to violate the terms of service?
I uploaded some unsavory sound files.
Well, make sure you don't check out those unsavory sound files, folks, because again, Muddy Waters' album is on Spotify, Moody Aguas, and those sound files are as savory as a fresh steak. Shout out to D-Money.
I was in the throes of passion, and I didn't care.
You uploaded them while making love.
It was an accident, but once I found out I did it, I left them up there.
Hey.
Wait, making love was an accident?
Well, no, that was on purpose.
Well, here's Mr. Neptune.
You can't pay for lovemaking by accident. Well, you can, but you know what? We'll talk later.
Mr. Neptune knows all about that. He's a gentleman who's no stranger to paying people the finest for the finest things. He is the patriarch of the Gentlemen of Jungle Magic, making his debut at the 2MB Rumble, lasting over 20 minutes.
He had an amazing performance at that Rumble, eliminating countless competitors, and yet lasting over 20 minutes. He certainly seemed to swing those Vegas odds, much like he swings those Vegas nightclubs. And look at this, like, just what more of a statement. He comes out and it's literally raining money into the crowd there, folks.
Mr. Neptune, his singing is out of this world. His brutality could be called something superhuman. As you saw it, he faced off with 29 other competitors. He made most of them swing on a star. He was the Iron Man of that 2MB Rumble.
I'm not ashamed to hold out my hat and catch some of this money, gentlemen. I don't care.
No,
Buddy, get back in the booth.
Yeah, you're gonna fall out. I'm grabbing your pants.
Buddy.
And I appreciate it, Buckley. Money is money, and here we go.
Well, as Muddy Waters sells out, triple threat action is about to start. DJ Zombie, very relaxed. And here we go!
Whoa, smart move there from Neptune. Immediately just going to the outside, and now DJ Zombie and Gentleman Doug going at it.
Mr. Neptune. Got room for the zombie here.
Yep.
You know, as a dead man, he has no money, no social security number anymore, and also his cardio must be great. His resting heart rate is in the basement.
Certainly is. Mr. Neptune there trying to bear hug Gentleman Doug. Oh, drop kick to the back of Neptune.
Well, folks, this is how a triple threat works. There's whichever competitor is the first to score a pinfall or a submission does pick up the victory. So you got to pick your spots, and you like Neptune is showing us. You can get out there. You have to not be in the thick of it the whole time.
Speaking of the thickness, Mr. Neptune, one of those beefy boys you like so much.
I certainly do. I love me some beefy boys. Mr. Neptune literally bursting out of his coat there, whether just his pure talent or pure swollenness. Shout out to Swole Brittles, but either way, it seems like Neptune's taking control here.
I wouldn't call anyone in this match small. Clay Swantoon's, it's a pick'em, I guess, for you.
Oh, I said swole, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all pretty swole.
Money, get back in the booth!
No!
You're still picking up money.
It's still on the ground.
Forearm. Oh! Running Meteora. Double knees to the shoulder blades of Neptune, and now Gentleman Doug squaring off with DJ Zombie. RKO blocked. Bicycle kick blocked.
Counters upon counters.
Absolutely. Double-handed face smash there. Gentleman Doug. Oh! Rising knee, kitchen sink there to DJB.
We haven't seen a whole lot of DJ Zombie in action. Again, DJB in his human living form, he did pick up a victory over the Clown, but ever since he's more Neptune tripping there. But either way, DJ Zombie seems to be doing quite well here.
Kick looked a little low. I don't know about you guys.
The lubrication from Zip Zimmer's earlier effort. Oh, Busaiku knee, trying to make the visage of Mr. Neptune a little bit more ugly. Now beckoning Neptune back to his feet, but DJ Zombie hurls him off the top.
Smart move there. Gentleman Doug loving to go up to those ropes to perhaps deliver some divine intervention, but DJ Zombie being smart there, being ring aware.
Lying in wait.
Lariat takes Neptune over the top, and now we're going to fight this out on the rest of these ice cream sandwiches.
Big statement there, throwing Neptune out over the top rope, much like nobody was able to do in that Rumble for over 20 minutes. DJ Zombie, it seems like he's still retaining some of his living charm.
DJ's
right now, I'll get back in the booth.
All right, sit down.
Thank you, Muddy. DJ Zombie, the thrall of the clown, who is now #1 contender to any men's singles title after winning the 2MB Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, not making his intentions clear. It's perfectly, I mean, it's what we've come to expect from the clown. He's going to toy with the roster, and he's going to keep his intentions a secret, so we may not know until Halloween night who he decides to take up on that championship match.
Oh, double eye poke there to the zombie. Flying head scissors in return, and Gentleman Doug lifts a leg.
Gentleman Doug, a little rest in there. And now look at this. DJ Zombie locking Doug in a mandible claw, and Willard looking away from it.
It's too brutal to just see a zombie hand shoved down the gullet of a rich man like Gentleman Doug who returns fire.
You know, I don't want to besmirch the name of any of the fine staff here, but I gotta say it again. I feel like I can do a better job than both Aaron and Willard.
We don't doubt you, Muddy, and despite putting money first over being a professional, we think you'd make a very good referee.
Thank you. That's really all I want, is the kudos.
Float over German suplex and then a running bulldog. Kudos to Gentleman Doug, who is much tougher than he looks, folks.
Absolutely, he's come close. He did face the Nordique 40 Intergalactic Championship at second wave, unfortunately coming up short, but Gentleman Doug, he's always right on the cusp of achieving that glory, and now going for a pin on Neptune.
Cover. 1, 2, no! Neptune out is close. Absolutely, and these two men, as you said, or these three men, I should say, are competing for the right to challenge the Magnifique Nordique for the Intergalactic title.
And folks, yeah, next week the tournament resumes. We're going to see a return to ring for Monster Darcy, the menacing tool of Payne Austin, as well as Kung Fu Bruno. Don't touch our nuts, folks. This tournament is going to heat up.
Certainly is. Kung Fu Bruno coming up short against Zip Zimmer. Deton coming up short. Against Elevate Mayhor Luchador. Both of their opportunities to redeem themselves and win some singles gold off of the Nordique. Neptune sent into the corner.
Now, Muddy, have you ever done a performance outside of this earthly domain? As in, have you ever been to space?
I haven't. I thought you were going to ask if I died during a performance once, and the answer would have been yes.
Oh, if you have died, but you've stayed on Earth. What was that like?
I mean, you know, my spirit was elsewhere. It was fun. I got to see Frank Sinatra. Well, I mean, he was the big ticket item there, and we rapped for a bit. The paramedics brought me back, and I finished the show.
Your death has been more interesting than my life, Muddy.
Cover! 1.
You say the sweetest thing.
2. Neptune out at 2, and speaking of a sweet boy, Gentleman Doug, the man who very much loves his mother and the money she bequeathed to him, eats a rising knee from Neptune, who's gonna be his daddy. Cover. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Again, Gentleman Doug, when he's focused, he is hard to beat.
Tough competitor. It seems that he is permanently in singles action now, as Fear itself has perhaps gone on to other things. But now look at this, as Gentleman Doug going up to the rope, looking to deliver it. Is it coming here? Yes, divine intervention.
Move that he lifted from the Reverend, who we saw return to QAW in the Rumble. He still believes that QAW is whack.
Ooh.
Cover.
Just enough.
1, 2. No! Very close, but Gentleman Doug again showing that grit and determination will not stay down.
Fractions of a second. That almost was, Muddy. Look at this. Locking DJ Zombie in the penny pincher. Is he going to tear his arm off?
Not if Mr. Neptune has anything to say about it. Breaks it up, dodges the bicycle kick, and gets punched.
But returning a punch there.
Oh, the Gentleman Doug swinging on a star, baby!
Look at this crowd going nuts. They're throwing their dollar bills.
Oh,
it's an old school
slam
move
to end it. 1, 2, no! Again, Gentleman Doug. What's it going to take to keep this aristocrat down?
He is kicked out of no less than 6 times this match. The heart on Doug as he rolls out to recover. This is Neptune's chance with one competitor out. He's going for the cover.
1, 2.
Every man has had their moments in this match. This is a barn burner.
It is.
It's any competitor's match to win, as you said. Snap Hurricane Rana takes Neptune over. Trips up the zombie. Goes for the cover again. 1, 2. Oh! And a kick out at 2. We've only seen one other competitor with this much drive to win a match at any opportunity, and that's Tommy Jr.
Now Mr. Neptune there seeming to get a little bit tired as Doug coming back in.
Certainly a double leg takedown. Oh, single leg drop kick. DJ Zombie firing up.
This might be his chance here. I think he might be trying to put away Neptune. But no, he turned out to Doug.
Oh. Oh my, what the?
What? To the back of Neptune.
Seated plancha to the back of Neptune. Now, could be another heavenly bombardment here.
Severing, yes, there we go, divine intervention.
Now, gentlemen, he can't hesitate against a seasoned competitor like Neptune. It might cost him. Gentleman Doug's got to learn to thread the needle as Neptune gets a little funky.
His knees are paying dividends for Mr. Neptune.
QAWmerch.com/The Gentleman's Lounge if you'd like to download the entire EP of Mr. Neptune.
A lot of musicians here tonight, folks. QAW is only branching out into every art form. Oh, look at that, a huge elbow to DJ Zombie, busting open that zombie face.
His undead juice is spilling out.
All of our competitors are motionless.
The fumes bringing Neptune to a knee. Cover. 1, 2, and that is it.
And
the
Pandemic
elbow falls the zombie. My goodness.
That zombie put back underground, folks. Mr. Neptune advances to the next round of the Intergalactic Tournament and Essay Contest.
Congratulations to my fellow musician.
Absolutely.
Well, geez, I mean, Mr. Neptune in his first non-Rumble match coming in with a strong victory, busting open the face of DJ Zombie. And, I mean, him and Kung Fu Bruno, they've staked claim to the Intergalactic title even before that Rumble. They are coming for the Nordique, and I hope the Nordique is watching here and taking some notes.
Well, it was once said by a great man who spoke this well: a life lived with purpose is a life well lived, and Neptune is swinging for the stars, baby. But don't you swing anywhere. More QAW action is on the way.
Yeah.
Well, well, well. Doesn't everyone love a good story? The story everyone loves to tell is that the clown used to be a laughingstock. And then one day, he flipped a switch and now he's seemingly unstoppable. I'd like to point out a part of that story that everyone seems to ignore. I flipped the switch. I built the switch. I am the switch. You see, sometimes you need to flip a switch to illuminate the things that people don't seem to understand. Gentlemen, I don't value the same things that you value. And it's funny that no one else seems to realize that titles and belts and champions, those things, they're all temporary. And I am not motivated by the temporary. I'm driven by disorder. To me, temporary things have no meaning, but to you, they mean a lot. They make you feel important. So, when it comes to choosing which title I want a shot at, It's not a question of which title I want to win. It's a question of which title I want to take away. Who does a title mean the most to? Who would be crestfallen without a trophy that they can wear? Gentlemen, titles are temporary, but chaos, that's forever. And, if you're not laughing, it's because it's not funny.
Sometimes you just have to do the right thing. Sometimes you have to give the people what they want. When I got here 6 months ago, I said, who's the baddest man in here? Besides me. The answer was obvious. So I went to management and I said, get me a match with James Maloney. And they dragged their feet and they said, well, he's got this other thing and we got a couple other things that we want to do first. Finally, recently, I went to them and I said, get me a match with James Maloney. And they said, well, we'll get our people back to your people and we'll let you know. And then Creative came to me and they said, hey, we don't really know where this fits into the narrative arc. And I said, get me a match with James Maloney. And then TV came to me and they said, hey, this really should headline a pay-per-view. And I said, get me a match with James Maloney. And then marketing said, hey, if we move this to another date, we can move this much more merch. And I said, get me a match with James Maloney. And then my agent called and I said, Bernie, get me a match with James Maloney. And I'm not doing it because it's easy. I'm the guy who calls out the guy that you all run from. And as the future face of the franchise, I feel like that's my responsibility, to give the people the matches they want to see. And as the future champion of QAW, it's my responsibility to maintain the level of competition that you all deserve to see. And as the future of the business, I'll see you Thursday night, James Maloney, and the future looks bright. What's new? I'm making grenade.
Biggest bad boy, James Maloney. And I just heard that the future wants revenge on me for eliminating him from the Royal Rumble. So what, the future? I eliminated 5 people and you're the only one that seemed to get their feelings hurt. To me it seems like the future might be stuck in the past. But who am I to say? If you want to take your future and throw it away, just like I threw you out of the ring at the Rumble, so be it. Because everybody else might think that you're the future of QAW. But to me, you'll always be just 1 out of 5. And if you don't like it, too bad. But maybe I should apologize to Deton. I'm sorry I eliminated you from the Rumble. Here you go, Deton. No? There you go. And if you don't like it, too bad.
Boston's biggest bad boy, one of the hardest hitters in the 2MB Rumble, taking on one of the men he sent packing, the future Rich Dembowski.
Rich Dembowski, a man of ego, a man of pride. He wants to get his revenge on Boston's biggest bad boy after being thrown out. After taking on the future moniker, he sees himself as a future champion, the future QAW men's champion, that is, and he wants that. He wants to get him back for it.
Much like one of my bitter divorces, this one's all about payback.
Absolutely.
Well, Muddy, it does explain why you were so desperate to scramble for all that money.
I mean, that's not why, but yes.
Well, you can see there, Boston's Biggest Bad Boy, he is one half of the men's tag team champions in Malpractice alongside the Doctor. But again, with the disappearance of Diamond David and Wellington Arms, a generation is all but shattered. And it seems that we're going to be having an announcement coming next week from the governor regarding the future of the men's tag team championship belt. But you know that James Maloney, he's all about respect, and he's going to wear that title until then, because he respects it.
Certainly does. He seems to have regained a little bit of his autonomy ever since being genetically engineered to be even more deadly here in QAW. His free will seems to be resurfacing.
Let's hope so, and let's see if something new is on the surface for the future. Rich Dembowski, as he's looking for a strong singles win here tonight over the Bad Boy.
He did make a strong statement in the Fatal 4-Way match 2 weeks ago that was eventually won by the Punisher. Kevin Paquette later went on to challenge in a hell of an exhibition match. Well, not an exhibition, a title match with Lloyd Legacy Sharp, who is still our QAW's men's champion. The future definitely wants to wear that main gold.
And speaking of Lloyd Legacy Sharp, oh, go ahead, Muddy.
I was just gonna say, I know Rich Dombrowski. He's a young guy, a young cat, but I'm very impressed with his poise.
Absolutely, and you would know poise, Muddy.
I would know poise.
Go ahead.
No poison could spit on me.
That's right, QAWmerch.com/poise if you'd like to see the spitting lizard that Muddy takes care of.
If you are like me and your favorite animal is the poipus, go on over to the Nashville Aquarium. You show them your QAW Pandemic ticket to have $3 whole taken off your admission price, making your ticket price only $97 to go to the Nashville Aquarium to see your own poipus.
Oh, that's a deal.
It absolutely is. Use some of that money that Neptune threw into the crowd. That's your new poipus in life.
It's the only aquarium in America where you can see a real Les Paul in a water tank.
And a jellyfish, not in water.
That's a recipe for a jellyfish.
Absolutely.
It's a recipe for a memorable family vacation. And folks, if you're like me and aspire to have a family Sunday, despite having to work with someone who, well, took a part of your heart, go ahead and over to QAWmerch.com/family deals to get your special discounts on QAW family enjoyment.
And if you want to learn how to move on from a relationship, folks, use that QAW coupon code on OkCupid for 1 free month. Do you want to not be alone? OkCupid.
You guys talking about me?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Ha! Same page.
I'm very confused. Let's unpack that after the show.
Me and Mike fucked.
Oh. Easily unpacked.
Right. Boston's Biggest Bad Boy squaring off with the future, and here we go. Ooh. Oh, unpacks a head scissors right on Dembowski, and now boot right to the face.
No one's more dynamic and at that size than the Bad Boy James Maloney. Now, just look at this. They're already cranking it up to 11. They're coming out full gear here.
Well, there's certainly
no feeling out period whatsoever.
Certainly not. And now a trapezius squeeze there from Boston's Biggest Bad Boy, who's known to go at a very high speed, start incredibly fast in his matches, so the future wise to try to meet him.
Would you say the Bad Boy is the strongest, the physically strongest member on the roster? Gotta be up there.
Once upon a time, I would have said that was the Mammoth Garrett Good, but rumor is Boston's Biggest Bad Boy devoured him at Chow and Joy.
Absolutely. He certainly is in that top tier of strength, although we know the Doctor, after just concocting some kind of formula with the Bad Boy's blood, has now reached his own pumped up state. But you know what? He certainly is, pound for pound, one of the strongest competitors on the roster.
And don't discount Rich Dembowski. He's picking up a 400-pound competitor. Oh, it's slamming him inside out.
With ease.
Look at that.
Rich Dembowski, he's had a lot of memorable bouts in QAW, none the least important than when with his tag team partner, the Dapper Headclapper, as the other half of Business Casual.
Yeah, Business Casual did challenge Malpractice for those title belts at Labor Pains. And look at this.
1. Kick out at 1, as is QAW tradition.
That is tradition. Boston's biggest bad boy. He knows respect and he knows tradition. But Business Casual did challenge for those tag belts at Labor Pains, coming up short in one hell of a contest. These two teams went at it for over 25 minutes, and you have to imagine that's sort of playing into Rich Dembowski trying to one-up the bad boy here.
Absolutely, and now picking up the bad boy. Oh, stun gunning him across the top rope. Buddy, you ever been hit with a stun gun?
Only when I've asked to be. Which is to say, several times.
Oh, Bostonian Destroyer on the future.
Rolling pile driver into the turnbuckles. 1, 2. Oh my goodness! To be able to kick
it was
out a
nasty.
like that.
Yeah, just busting that out there. We know again how Boston's biggest bad boy tends to gas out, but he cranks it from 0 to 10 immediately. And now Rich Dembowski's got to get back to his feet. Got to get something going here.
Grabs the future by the back of the head, and Muddy, if you could see the future, what would you do?
I would tell myself to bet on black.
Oh, big spine buster on the bad boy there.
1, 2. Kick out at 1. Well, if you're betting on black, Boston's biggest bad boy is your man.
It literally is red versus black here. Red tights and a black suit. And now the future setting up. He wants to take down the bad boy now. Hitting him with this big train spear.
But not covering immediately. He may regret this. Cover.
Might.
1, 2. Willard slapping his boot twice.
I think the future showing his youth there, like as you said, not going for the cover immediately.
Rich Dembowski had major success in Japan as a gaijin, as a young boy, and tried to parlay that into success here in QAW. And again, he's had mixed success. He's really looking for one signature win to really elevate his stock here in QAW.
Well, if he's looking for dinner, he's about to get it. As the whole crowd chants along with the bad boy, chow and joy.
Rich Dembowski getting a mouthful there. Oh, seated senton.
More chow right to the chest. But Rich Dembowski countering immediately. This seems to be fueling him somehow.
Yeah, this is about the way I thought it'd go.
Absolutely. Oh!
Wow.
Press lift and slam.
Hour.
Getting amped up.
We've seen attitude adjustments follow from such powerful maneuvers, and Rich Dembowski's going to have to hit him with a few haymakers to keep him down.
He's getting something going here, though. It almost like Boston's biggest bad boy has been in firm control this whole match. Rich Dembowski's starting to have a tide turn here after that full meal of chow and joy. Let's see if he can keep it going. Oh God!
Discus punch flooring the future.
Very successful, holding the tag titles, future singles champion. He is where the future wants to be.
Absolutely. Former New England Heritage States champion and Boston's biggest bad boy, and as you said, one half of the current men's tag team champions. Overcoming the future there.
Yeah, you have to wonder what James Maloney's connection to the generation is. Wait, look at this. Throwing Rich Dembowski out. And
is he going to fly?
Oh!
Lope Suicida underneath the middle and between that and the bottom rope. My goodness, the agility.
A man's size belies his grace.
And you saw that crowd camera from our tonight's lucky poll winner, Cameron, third grader Cameron. Great camera work out there.
Cameron got a front view seat of that running tackle there from the future. Boston's biggest bad boy wisely rolling to the outside to recover.
And now Cameron already hopping the fence, running to the other side to get the action from another angle. Cameron has got a future in production, folks.
Now, I gotta wonder, does that violate child labor laws? And what exactly have I signed up for?
No.
A hard no from Buckley Swantoon. I guess I won't worry about it.
Running tackle there to the bad boy as the future looking to follow up on bloodying Boston's biggest bad boy, who just hits him with his bloody forehead.
Oh my God.
Right.
Brutality defined.
What can stop Boston's biggest bad boy?
Again, with so much of his blood being taken out of him for Boston's biggest energy drink and just all the machinations of the doctor. And another spine buster on the bad boy, but he doesn't go for the cover.
I'm surprised the doctor's not already out here with a bucket.
No kidding.
My goodness, the future cannot afford to let the bad boy get back into this matchup. He's got to cinch this. And now they're just running into each other.
They're both getting tired.
Oh! Suplex. That clothesline makes him land sideways. These two men, as you said, they're exhausted.
It's like he tripped more than from the impact.
Willard just standing there, but now look, attitude adjustment on the bad boy.
Is it enough?
1, 2, 3. That's it. The future is victorious.
1. That might be the biggest win of Rich Dombowski's career, picking up a 1v1 victory over Boston's biggest bad boy. Geez, the descent of the generation continues, and the ascent of business casualty continues as well.
You know, I'm surprised that I'm surprised. I shouldn't be. This is a blue chip prospect, and showed why tonight.
No doubt about it. Rich Dombowski, he told us all the future was coming and that the future was here, and he proved it tonight. A former singles champion, one half the tag team champions, and as you mentioned, Buckley, the generation falling apart at the seams.
Well, geez, I mean, again, just more developments, folks, and keep in mind, if you have not already followed or subscribed to 2MB Studios, it is our new home. They have shows 7 nights a week, and if you have Amazon Prime, we know you do. We don't judge you. You can subscribe and support all the artists on this channel for free at no extra cost to you. Just check out Twitch Prime Gaming and stick around for the rest of the night, folks. Coming up next, we have, well, a real celebrity in recent news. Ellen DeGeneres is making her QAW debut.
Don't go anywhere. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, as a fish once said. And Muddy, we're very glad to have you here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
So happy to be here, gentlemen.
The pandemic burns along.
Yeah!
Name brand sticks, mozzarella sticks, come on and grab some name brand sticks. 0 sticks, it's totally cool. It even comes with the sauce packet, which is frozen. They are cheesy, they are stringy, they don't have any affiliations. Name brand sticks, mozzarella sticks. It's not bananas, not a gourd, and definitely not a tree. You can buy these mozzarella sticks, name brand, anywhere you desire. At any store, whatever. Name brand sticks, mozzarella sticks. There's no other brand like name brand. We have fun here.
This is a public service announcement. We at the Department of Health have just learned that gum is poisonous. The most recent shipment of chewing gum shipped from Boise, Idaho, which covers 99% of American gum, is poisonous. You must remove any gum that you are chewing. No matter where you are, you could be twins in a pool or at the beach or in the winter somewhere. Quickly, if you're chewing any gum, take it out. It doesn't matter. You could not be a twin. You could be some lady. Or if you're dancing, definitely take it out, and also do it at the beach. Take out any gum you're chewing, or else you will die. It's full of cyanic acid. Quickly, this ends the public service announcement.
Try a whole new sensation. Taste a splash of sunshine. New orange twist is here.
Your family joined a really weird cult. Let's see if we can find who runs it.
I am Ellen DeGeneres, about to do her first wrestling match. That is if you don't count my morning Swiffer, where I use a production assistant as the pad. I hot glue them right here, go all around the office. I'm committed to being less toxic to my staff and more toxic in the ring. This old person next door is gonna be bringing the pain to your front door. And maybe a sponge cake while I'm there. Super terrific. If you love me, go ahead and cheer when I walk out. If you hate me, you just might get to see me punched in the face. But not really, because I'm gonna power drive anyone who meets me in that rink with kindness so pure their heart will explode. Oh boy. I found Dory, and you know what else I can find? My foot in your ass.
And now a new competitor who a lot of folks know outside of QAW, Ellen DeGeneres, taking on one of the mainstays of the QAW women's division, the Lilac Dream.
Well, yeah, we just saw Ellen DeGeneres committed to being less toxic to her staff and more toxic in the ring, as you can see, having her production assistant accompany her in this new adventure. But, well, perhaps a fan...
I don't see it. I think she's putting somebody in harm's way for no reason. I will admit, I'm very biased. I have an axe to grind against Miss DeGeneres.
Well, we're certainly not unbiased here in commentary, and we just along with the QAW fans, we love Lilac Dream. Always great to see her. Not a great performance in the Rumble, but as always, looking to rebound with her trainer, Keaton.
Certainly is Keaton the Kit Man.
Ellen is on a long list of people who owe me money, so come on, Lilac Dream. That's all I have to say.
Lilac earning that gold medal in the Brazil Olympic Games, and Keaton the Kitten Man accompanying her, providing all of her nutrition and exercise plans, but she's going to need all of that against Ellen.
Now look at that, as the boos are just echoing throughout the arena, and Ellen, I mean, again, channeling a kind exterior, but belying just a cruel heart underneath. Her introduction into QAW certainly does not bode well for the rest of the women's division.
If you saw that chyron, it just said with production assistant. I'm pretty sure they have a name if you bothered to learn it, Miss DeGeneres.
Yeah, not a good sign for her turning a new cheek, and Ellen DeGeneres now pulling herself into the ring, trying to win over this crowd by popping bubbles on the way in, and they are not having it.
Well, you heard from Karen there. It seems like her production assistant is named Nelson, as either way, Nelson is signed on for more than he expected, as now Ellen DeGeneres, the newest member of the QAW roster.
Well, she promised that she's going to beat the living shit out of people. Let's see if she's able to. Oh, running forearm. Down goes...
Already off to a bad start here.
Oh.
The high flyer needs to get in the air, not on the mat. Right hand. Oh, shot to the kidney. Ellen is vicious.
Just wailing on Lilac Dream. The boos, you can hear him just... Oh, look at this!
Oh! He's in a familiar spot, just, in the bully. Just...
Sends Lilac into the corner after burying a forearm in the back of her head. Kicks out her knee.
Oh, look at this, putting away Lilac. The apology tour.
Oh, no. Flipping palm.
Don't tell me.
2.
Go.
That is it.
Damn it.
Dream over. Ellen is here.
Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, bringing the talk show in the daytime and pain at the nighttime, putting away Lilac.
Rich get richer, I guess.
Certainly do. Oh my goodness, compressing the vertebrae of Lilac Dream, who has to go back to the drawing board. The first competitor in the 2MB Women's Rumble eliminated, and my goodness, at her expense, Ellen DeGeneres is here.
She found Dory, and she's already found single success. But folks, we have plenty of show left. Don't go anywhere. And coming up next, you do that, Muddy, as the Dragon makes his return to the ring right after this.
Welcome to Turd Talk, everybody! I'm your host, Turd Talk. This is where we talk about wrestling. Joining me today, I have got the members of Arn Brew. That is a British thing. I am told that you have to be at least a quarter British to understand it. Bold Heart Bashan and Delia Payne. Please say hello to the folks back home.
Oi, cunts. How are you now?
What's going on?
They can't answer. I'm going to get right into the journalism. Bold hard, Bashan. You have gone on the record repeatedly as saying you are brand new to QAW and not at all anyone we've ever seen before. However, given QAW's history, I can't shake the feeling that you look awful familiar. My question to you is, are you or are you not D-Money having returned from the grave?
That's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? You can't just come back from the grave, can you? You're dead, you're dead. That's it. I'm not D-Money. In any way, why would D-Money want to come back from the grave? Right?
You've turned the questions back around on me, and I don't have answers. I just know that not a lot of people stay dead nowadays. I'm so flummoxed, I'm going to just move on to Delia Payne.
Go on then, turd.
You seem to have a true history with Bold Hard Bashan, but you have also achieved a lot of success with your former partner. Tell the folks back home what it's like to train with a totally new in every way partner.
I must say, turd, even though and I don't like showing emotion, so let me just say, it bloody fucking hurt for CHC to go, but let me also just say that I could not be more blessed to have a better new partner in my corner, BHB. I couldn't ask for anyone better. That's it.
Oh, that was it. All right. Sorry, I got caught up in the memorial. Delia Payne, while I got you, you have recently scored some very impressive singles wins, so why partner up with anybody at all?
Look, I mean, obviously, there's more pain to deal from a singles perspective, but let's not forget, I do need to reclaim a tag team belt as well as claim a women's champ belt. And I can't bloody well claim a tag team belt by myself now, can I?
No, you can't. Old Turd tried that once. It was back at questionably accounted for wrestling. Turd tried to win the tag titles on his own there. But when I went to the corner, there was nothing happening. And Old Turd paid the price physically for that hubris. It did not go well. Bold hard Bashan. Even though you are a 100% different person from Cold Card Cashin, and I have no reason to ask you this at all, do you see yourself on a collision course with recent Royal Rumble winner Big Mama Dones for reasons that might be imperceptible to the rest of us?
Do you know what? I think I might. Because let me tell you, so again, I've never fought in QAW before.
Not once.
This is new to me. This is completely new to me, but I've gone back on the twitch.tv/ I guess it was on the old one, wasn't it? We're on the new one now, but I've gone back to the old one.
2MB Studios, check it out! You're probably watching it right now. I probably don't need to tell you.
But I've gone back to the other one, and I've binge watched all the archived matches that Delia Payne and Cold Hard Cashin have done. So I know exactly what's going on now because I've gone back and watched them all. And I have to say that Big Mama Dons did them wrong. And I have to stick up for my friend. I have to stick up for her friend because any friend of my friend is a friend of mine. So I think that coming into this league, that's going to be one of my big missions, is putting Big Mama Dons in her place.
I'm right, love.
Old Turd loves to hear of a true friendship. How does a friendship make you a better wrestler?
The two of us, we're just so in sync. Like back before QAW, the two of us were just off in London, tag teaming in bars. We knew exactly what to do. Like we'd link arms and I'd flip over BHB's back and kick someone in the face, and then she'd swing round and then pop off the other one on the other side. It's just we knew our bodies were just like, you do this, I do this, we meet in the middle, we clink a bloody beer and finish the job.
That reminds me, this could be, are you named by any chance, your team, there was a fella in Macbeth Championship Wrestling. His name was Arn Bruce, and his thing was that he was made entirely out of iron, but also he was the king of Scotland.
I mean, I'm not familiar. Iron Brew is a Scottish soda, but I don't know who this guy is. But he seems, I don't know. Is he worth knowing?
Old Turd's known a lot of people that are not necessarily the greatest, even though his impressions of them were initially good. I would stay away from anybody that Old Turd can only partially remember. For example, there was this one lady back in Quarantine Action Wrestling. They called her Cold Hard Cation, and Old Turd knew her, and she was of questionable. I do not mean to talk ill of your friend. Old Turd almost went into story time in the wrong direction there.
She was quite intimidating, especially to the shall we say the Mika blokes. No offense, Turd.
Old Turd did get the tingles around her.
It's no offense, love. No offense. I'm just saying,
No.
Even if you weren't to begin with, she made you.
Oh, bless.
Go bless her. So how's been your acclimating to the QAW as someone who is, as we have stated many times, brand new?
Well, it's been quite an adventure getting to know QAW, who's in here, what it's like. I mean, obviously, I was in the Royal Rumble the other night. Didn't exactly go my way, did it? So that wasn't fun, but it was my first time ever in the ring.
Ever.
So I was just kind of, do you play snooker here?
Snooker.
Or pool, I think you call it.
Pool. Yeah. Okay. Thought you were talking about the Snooker Kid back in Southwest Wrestling.
What?
Oh, the Snooker Kid. He was a young feller. He would jump off of the top rope, and then he would just keep going up, and then you would look around like, where'd he go? And then a voice from out of nowhere would go, "You've been snookered!" But that's just British for pool, as it turns out.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Pool.
Anyway, but you know how you like hustle somebody? So you go in and you're like, oh, I'm not very good at pool, but I'll bet you, 20p that
you're on. I have no idea how much that is, but you are on.
I go in like, oh my goodness, I'm just a brand new person who doesn't know what she's doing. Oops, I got tossed out the ring, didn't I? Then I'll catch him by surprise.
Yeah, she can't make a big bloody statement right out the gate. She's got to be gradual.
I'm playing the long game, mate.
I understand. There is a Rube Goldbergian plot afoot. Are you sure you are not someone else back from the dead?
No, you can't come back from the dead, can you?
It just keeps happening around here.
But that's not
That's not what's going on right there.
That's not me. That's not me.
No. Just 100% alive.
I've only ever been a living person. I've never died and come back. I've always been alive.
She's she's just the one person.
Just one living person. I am one person.
No alter egos or masks.
No.
No,
it's just me.
All right. Well, Old Turd has done enough digging. This is the most Old Turd has ever interrogated anybody on one subject on this show. People gotta be careful. Old Turd's doing journalisms all over the place.
Can't break us, Turd.
No.
Well, I look forward to seeing you wreaking havoc on the roster of QAW. I look forward to seeing what Bold Hardbation has in the tank as someone who we've never seen anything out of before. And Old Turd also looks forward to the next time that you visit me. Here, Old Turd Talk! Keep wrestling, everybody!
And now the super heroics of AJ Steele are going to be tested against the senior advisor to the least divisive politician in QAW, the Dragon.
The least divisive politician in QAW and in the world. But absolutely, AJ Steele, man, committed to fighting bullies, and there's no bigger bully, quite literally, than the Dragon in QAW right now.
I do not have high hopes for our caked friend.
The following
AJ Styles is actually undefeated in one-on-one action. He, by the stats, thank you again to Stat Guy P, AJ Styles is, Stat Guy Pete, I'm sorry, is favored to win this matchup.
I mean, yeah, he's done very well. He didn't do great in the Rumble there. Unfortunately, Tommy Jr. came in and eliminated him with just vigor. But AJ Styles, again, he's known as a Superman of QAW for a reason. And the Dragon, with all the destruction he's been carving in his wake, it might take a literal superhero in order to stop him here tonight.
I'm not denigrating his skills, but he's a dragon, so...
That he is.
You know.
And folks, if you don't want to denigrate your skills, make sure you check out QAW's online pro wrestling school. That's right. Do you want to know how to Irish whip, how to camel clutch your way to victory? Just look at Turd Tahoe's online wrestling school. First session is enrolling now. Only costs between $6,000 and $6,000.
That is quite a range.
Your face.
Yes, it is. But look at this. The Dragon making his... and followed by the Governor with that luscious head of hair appearing behind him. It's the Dragon, folks.
Muddy, have you ever seen a competitor this imposing?
Just once. It's not something I'd like to talk about. Litigation is pending.
I mean...
Fair enough.
Fair.
Well,
a lot of litigation pending against the Dragon as well. Sorry, Mike. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, speaking of litigation, we want to go ahead and again express our gratitude to the legal team representing KTD for not suing us last week. Mr. 245 was able to compete and get eliminated in the men's rumble.
Absolutely, but you have to imagine, I mean, the Dragon now taking on senior advisor role with the governor of New Jersey, and also George Bounchy now directing waste management for the state of New Jersey. His cabinet only grows, but the Dragon, just look at that focus, just absolutely nothing else on his mind other than his eyes just fixated on AJ Styles, wanting to just destroy him.
Is anyone else's bowels almost voided themselves?
Mine already have.
It's something we work through every week.
Yep. I go through 4 pants every show.
That is excitement, folks.
This is wrestling.
Well, folks, do you have 8 legs and like QAW? Head over to QAWmerch.com/spider pants to get your official Buckley Swantoon shitty pants design.
With great pooping comes great pants.
Get some early Christmas shopping done.
Every 100th customer gets a free pair of pants, but has to watch their uncle get shot.
At no extra charge.
Oh, we throw that in.
Oh, yeah, nice. Well, here we go.
Call that a win-win.
Win-win, here we go. Oh, chop across the chest of the Dragon. Oh, kick to the midsection. The Dragon is about 8 feet tall. Oh!
God, AJ Styles, he's no small man, but the size difference is incredible.
It is jarring.
Locking it in here, folks. Oh my God, this massive choke slam.
What goes up? Let's come down.
2, 3, and the superhero crashes down to Earth. The Dragon is victorious.
My God, you have to imagine the governor pleased with this. Look at that, though. His AJ Styles. If AJ Styles cannot stop the Dragon, I have no idea who can. This a literal monster, folks. No insult to Monster Darcy, but the Dragon is just a titan.
I think he might be dead. I mean, even if he's able to scrape himself off the mat and continue his existence, I wouldn't call it living.
The paramedics are coming out now. It's not looking good for AJ Styles.
My goodness. And folks, we are a few weeks away from the Halloween pay-per-view, so go ahead and keep your calendar open for Saturday, October 31st. We will be presenting to you QAW's next signature event, including what we hope to produce, a monster mash. And could the Dragon be successful in dispensing of all other creatures here in QAW?
We'll have to see. Again, just the Dragon moving on to his neck. The governor still at ringside and just witnessing that destruction, but don't go anywhere.
It's just staring in space.
Fuck.
I gotta is telling me that your disrespect that you showed to me at last Thursday's Rumble cannot stand. And you know what I say? I say, let's go. I say, I'm all glistened up. I say, I'm newly inked up. And I say, you do not deserve the chance you now have to take that belt from our real champion, Lloyd Legacy Sharp. And I deserve my retribution from a man, a being like you, who would drop me at the end of a magnificent Royal Rumble, who would take me and backwards drop me off and fart on my face as I cascade to the floor. That is not acceptable. That is not how it should be done by a potential champion. And so I tell you, clown, will you have what it takes to go up against a fully glistened, solo, unbridled, and unleashed TV next Thursday at Pandemic? I sure hope you do, clown.
So I've been doing a lot of research for the Belt of Monsters, collecting some ingredients that I'm going to need later on. Got me some tears of a wizard, hair of a beast. Recently got some Sub-Zero ice, the Royal Rumble. Thank you, Sub-Zero, for that Sub-Zero ice. Thought I could honestly keep going down my shopping list, but this has to come first. Bouncy, you have been making some poor life decisions. I honestly think you and I could have been friends before this. I am a teacher. I teach the lesson plans that are given to me. You're a teacher. You teach about the importance of not littering because you found yourself on a trash island. Anyways, as everyone knows, I am a substitute teacher. We just talked about that. I've taught everywhere, and that sadly also includes the state of New Jersey, where my pension is based out of. Recently, I went online and learned that my pension has been completely cleaned out. Apparently, the governor and his lizard friend have decided to fund grist mills across the state. Yeah. So Bouncy, this isn't so much about you as it is about me sending a message to the governor and his lizard friend. Do not mess with the teachers of the state of New Jersey, or any state for that matter. Bouncy, you're caught in the crosshairs, and I'm sorry, but do not align yourselves with poor, weak men like the governor and very strong dragons like the dragon. If I win, I send a message to them. If you win, if you and Trash Wife ever decide to have a child, I'll do SAT prep for them. I don't know how or when you would have a child with Trash Wife, but I'll give that to you as a present, I guess. But I'll see you in the ring. Also, I'm a ghost.
Hello to everyone out there in the Trash Kingdom. It's me, George Bouncy here. I've had a hell of a run so far in the QAW, but the last couple of weeks I've experienced some devastating loss in the ring. But not anymore. I'm gonna make that little bastard Education pay. You know, he never switched to PDF. That is the much more eco-friendly option. You're making those kids turn in paper, and you're making Mother Nature cry. I'm coming to the ring tonight.
Trash Wife.
What? What do you need, honey? Honey, I'm trying to fill my promo. Can this wait?
Trash Wife.
Listen, I got a big match coming up. I gotta be tough. Hold on a second, honey. Yeah? Oh, Luchador, hi. Yeah. No, I'm working on my promo now. Yeah, Education, I gotta fight him. Yeah, I know he's a ghost. I know you can't kill a ghost. Hey, listen, don't psych me out before the match.
Well, Trash Wife, it's good you came in. I've got some great news for you and George. You guys are going to be parents. Congratulations, Trash Wife. What's wrong, Trash Wife? Why do you look so sad? Hey, turn that frown upside down. Do you want a lollipop from Dr. Binns?
And now, as mentioned, the waste management man himself, George Bounty, going to be taking on one half of Deadpan, Education.
Both of these men with a good showing in the men's rumble last week, but George Bounty in particular has been on quite the tear. I don't believe that he has taken a loss yet in singles action, and him now going to tag team success along with his partner El Mejor Luchador, and certainly with Trash Wife back home rooting on her boo, but George Bounty quickly caught fire here in QAW.
You know, I think the love of a good woman in Trash Wife is what's gonna make the difference here tonight.
You know a lot about love there, Muddy.
I know a lot about heartbreak, Buckley. There's a difference.
Oh, what's heartbreak without love?
Good point, my friend. Good point.
Anyway, George Bounty is from a trash island. And he's looking to bring the enthusiasm that helped him survive on a floating plastic isle here to QAW and propel him, like Mr. Fantastic, to the top of the QAW.
Absolutely. There's no man more stretchy and more able to fly through the air than George Bounty.
This man looks ready to go.
He is, and like many white men in America, we see Woken flashing across the screen. Let's see if that's performative.
Education, a ghost woken to his true self, as some might say. And look at this, as he's already threatening to put everyone in detention.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter what your politics are when you're a ghost. Eddie's just here to teach folks and remind them he is a ghost.
He is, and him and his partner, the Gourmet of Deadpan, they seem to still be on their search. They pursuing. There have been whispers. That you hear it upon the wind. The monster belt, the mystical monster belt. Is this just another way to get a piece of that belt?
Now, normally when you have one half of a tag team competing in singles action, I question whether the cardio is there to go one-on-one, but I don't think that's going to be a factor for this dead boy here.
I don't think so. Education has proven that he has quite the supernatural gas tank, as it were. He has also the combined knowledge of his entire teaching career and all of the periodic table right there to reference on his cap.
You have to imagine he also absorbed the knowledge of Einstein and their battle at labor pains, and perhaps the Gourmet absorbing the culinary know-how of Guy Fieri. But it seems that these two are only their power only grows.
Well, let's see if Education. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I would argue that absorbing anything from Guy Fieri is subtraction by addition.
Absolutely. We thank Stat Guy Pete for letting us know about that.
I feel like I just said it.
Ooh. No, that's fine, buddy. I can talk about other people.
Some beautiful drop kick by George Bounty.
Oh, you want my job?
Money coming in hot here.
You couldn't be bothered to sit in the... Anyway, I'll be a professional. Back elbows there from George Bounty.
Wait, that...
Almost as hurtful as Mike's broadsides.
Oh, and a diving clothesline taking down Education like Buddy's musical career.
Geez, Eddie kind of whiffing a punch right before that, much like wait. Oh, okay, rebound elbow drop. It's a little bit of awkward contact here, but oh my God!
Did he break? I've never seen anything. Cover. One.
Did he break George's neck there?
Well,
if he did, he's I don't think so.
Jeez.
Running cross forearm there, and as we mentioned before, George Bounty has the elasticity of several thousand rubber bands. He is a Mr. Fantastic type, so thankfully his neck seems to have snapped back in place.
Maybe hitting it on the ropes there. George Bounty seems to get his neck caught on the rope a lot, but perhaps, yeah, like it did snap him back into place, and Education now keeping him grounded.
I'm just torturing him with this painful hold.
Whether letting him know this is the church, this is the steeple. Come on, folks, it's QAW for the people.
Oh! And Eddie goes down faster than Mike's broadcasting career.
Connecticut broadcasting is a bit of a shark tank. Oh! And now just tearing apart the knee of Eddie Cation. And my goodness, right from the mat, a head scissors.
You know, I gotta say that both of these competitors are certainly bringing something to this product right now, and I'm certainly in the middle of this, and I really don't know which one I support more.
You know what's really bad about mud? It can't make up its mind if it wants to be a solid or a liquid.
Oh.
DDT, planting Eddie.
Well, I'd like to think that mud it makes it very versatile.
Ooh.
Unlike, rigid, just rigid man.
One. Kick out at one.
I will tell you from experience, there's no man more rigid than Mike. But now George going up to the top, of Eddie getting back up to his feet, preventing those tides from rising.
Very even thus far.
Absolutely. Even, unbiased, objective. It's the best way to be. Oh, superplex, grounding George Bouncy.
Planting him right in the middle here. Eddie trying to get a one up here.
One. Kick out at one. These men have been putting a hell of a lot of pain on each other, but neither man is ready to give up. Oh! Counter by Eddie.
And Eddie is an answer for a lot of these moves here. Eddie's picking it up here. Perhaps that pursuit for the Monster Belt is working out for him.
Am I the only one who saw that? I feel like we just skipped forward in time a hot second.
Well, thanks to Conspiracy Carl, that is part of QAW's Pandemic every week. Time is a flat circle, except that time where it skips ahead.
Absolutely. And what is time but art for music? You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right, Buckley.
Wait, now look at this, George, beckoning Eddie up to his feet. What is he
calling for something?
What does he have in store here?
Whoa! Oh, single-use package springboard off the ropes.
1, 2, 3. Folks, that is the most impressive crossbody in all of QAW's history.
He flew almost the entirety of the ring. He didn't go from coast to coast. He went from continent to continent. Amazing stuff from Bouncy.
I have no words.
Wow.
For once, I'm speechless. I have a mouthful of Dippin' Dots, and my God, I had to just gorge myself because I couldn't. Oh my God.
Well, singular, an amazing move there, God. But to take nothing away from Eddie, just a fast-paced match from beginning to end. Both competitors busting out some great moves. That springboard moonsault off the ropes onto George Bouncy's neck. But yeah, look at that. That single-use package flying through the air. He's like, wow. I mean,
neck and neck until the end. But
congrats to Bouncy.
With that.
Here is your winner,
George Bouncy, successful. He's a new member of the governor's cabinet. He's on a win streak. He has El Mejor Luchador backing him. George Bouncy, QAW is his oyster.
A man on top of the world, the trash world. But coming up, folks, we have one more debut tonight. It's the debut of Claire Bear as she takes on Maura Buse.
Good luck, Maura.
She's
It was just a typical day of working at Claire's for good old Gracie. Little did she know that it would be a night that would change her life. While stocking boxes in the back, Grace was tragically pummeled by hundreds of teddy bears. Trapped for days in an endless onslaught of bears, it was when she was at her hopelessness that she was able to unleash her inner bear strength and free herself from the pile of bears. But she was no longer good old Gracie. She emerged as something better, something better, something bigger. Pot Claire's Pot Bear, all bad ass.
Claire Bear! That's right, folks. I survived for days on nothing but pure teddy bears. And the only thing that really kept me going thinking I could survive this was Quarantine Action Wrestling. That's right, it's my favorite show. I swear to God, I always keep it on when I'm stalking. And as I lay there, covered by hundreds of teddy bears, listening to those wrestlers, the only thing I could think was, What a bunch of fucking losers. I used to look up to that. Oh, bunch of whiny bitches. Oh my God. And they think they're better than me. Oh, they think that they're better than me. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Quarantine action, wrestling. But I'm coming for you. See this? This is my class. And soon, that's gonna be my ring. That's right, because I'm Claire Bear. Pot class, pot bear, all badass. See, I may look cute and cuddly like a sweet little teddy bear, but I will fuck you up. Like a bear. A bear's gonna fuck you up. Dude, get the fuck out of my class. That's a warning for you. Jesus fucking Christ.
And the gatekeeper of QAW again goes in front of the fence, hoping no one will try to open it. Moira Boos versus Claire Bear.
I mean, God, we talk about spirit a lot in QAW, and really, I mean, honestly, who's a bigger MVP than Mara Buse? She's like you said, the gatekeeper of QAW. She's the first one. She is the Glass Joe of the women's division, and we love her for it.
That is not a compliment, it sounds like. Buckley?
Glass Joe is a treasured character.
She's the first one in the building, she's the last one to leave. Sometimes we wonder if it's because she can't find catering, does, and then gets lost again.
Either way.
I will say that's a very smart hat she's wearing.
Absolutely.
Well, here she is. She's taken on, I think, almost every female competitor here in QAW, and almost like a child sampling all the popsicles in the box, she can tell you whatever flavor. Just by punching them.
Yep. Mara will have her time in the sun, but if Claire Bear has anything to say about it, it's certainly not going to be tonight, especially because the sun's not out at night.
Head over to QAWmerch.com/Buckley's Science Facts to learn why the Earth is actually a triangle.
Yep. It's not flat, it's a triangle.
I gotta check that out. I've never heard that before.
You could slide right off the edge.
But look at this, in this rainbow chrome hat and fur coat, folks. Claire Bear makes her QAW debut.
Being informed by those in the back that she is not, in fact, part of the furry community as I previously speculated.
Of course, the Muddy Waters limited edition zine, that was a misprint, and we are burning all the copies.
Yeah, as you should. I will not stand for inaccuracies.
Oh, absolutely. Either way, Claire Bear is here. She describing herself as the original mean girl, as she had to unleash her inner bear after a horrible accident while working at Claire's, being buried underneath these teddy bears, and she's here to just bring her own special pain to QAW.
Well, if she's the original mean girl, she's gonna add more to her burn book, and whoa! Immediately, drop kick to the tits.
Oh, Mara.
Oh, getting that inner leg worked over. Claire Bear wasting no time on Mora. What is she? Oh! Swinging a neck breaker.
Neck breaker, they're putting down Mara, but now going to the corner, bringing her
here?
Up to the feet, looking to hit Mara with the ear piercer.
Oh! Cover! 1, 2, 3. Folks, Mora didn't move an inch after she got hit.
Oh my God, Claire! Jeez, Claire Bear is here, folks.
That is
much like the bear.
Yes.
Equal parts beautiful and savage.
Absolutely. Well said, Muddy. That is the most devastating spear I have seen in QAW. The women's division, which is arguably the strongest in the entire QAW, just got even more stacked with Claire Bear.
We have Claire Bear, Ellen DeGeneres, Hand Slamwich. The division only grows. And folks, coming up next, we got Doctor versus Jukebox. Juicebox. Fuck! Fuck!
It's your favorite doctor, Last week, Thursday, I took out Jock the Joke and Lloyd the Wannabe Champion. Two of the individuals that led to the demise of the generation. I've got one fella left on my list, and that's none other than you, Juicebox. Yeah, that's right. You and your tight little ass took out Diamond David, and with that, Fatal Swing took out the generation. Now, all you QAW fans that say, yeah, great, I'm glad the generation is gone. One thing you gotta realize is that even if you're kind of a bad guy, you take solace in knowing you're being a bad guy with other bad people. And, anyway, I'm coming for you, Juicebox. I'm coming for you. And then, I got some unfinished business with that joke, Jacques, or Shakes. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney. Why won't you answer the phone, James? I want to give you Boston's biggest back rub. I miss you, James. Oh. James, I need you to answer the phone. I'm running out of blood and I'm not big enough.
Sip. Wash your hands, Doctor. You're disgusting, you pervert. Oh, man. Here's what's gonna happen, alright? I'm gonna kick your ass this week, and then afterwards you're gonna take two and call me in the freaking morning. Excuse me.
Alright, let's do this. Hey, Doctor. Turns out nobody likes you. I couldn't decide what size I wanted to be, so I don't know, I'm gonna be juice jug, juice box. Get out of your juice bag. Stupid juice bag. Which brings me to the real point of this. Deton. What's going on, man? At the Rumble, I come into the ring and who do you go for? You come straight for me, and sure, I fought. I tried to go after you. Maybe I tried to throw you out of the ring a little tiny bit. Fine. But you throw me out after I got you 7 pounds of nuts? I have human money, man dollars. Look at this. I've got all kinds of nuts here, Deton. I can get you a dime bag. I can get you a QP if you want. Whatever you want. You want to be a supplier? I got the shit. Deton, what are you doing? I thought we had a deal. God damn. Diamond David, eat my butt. Doctor, you're going down. Sip, sip, bitch.
Sip, sip. Juicebox is in the building, and he's looking to put a straw in the doctor's haterade.
Haterade is all the doctor's drinking lately, as we saw he interrupted that match between Lloyd Legacy Sharp and Jacques the Lock LaRue, beating them both down 2 weeks ago, and now going after Juicebox. He blames these people for destroying the generation, which he had come to love so much, and he's looking to exact his special brand of revenge on the juicy one here.
The only thing worse than An evil doctor is an angry evil doctor.
Well said, and Juicebox certainly not a doctor unless we count on him having a PhD and putting 4 knuckles upside your head.
And I do!
He also, he may not be a doctor, but he has a degree of some kind, but a degree in QAW is the Fauci Surprise Contract. Reminder, folks, he traded Don't Touch Our Nuts, the Fauci Surprise Contract, for what, like 10 pounds of nuts, and he still has it, much like how the Clown has a championship match with any champion, men's champion of his choosing on Halloween. Juicebox still has the contract. He can cash that in during a championship match or during a match, right after a match, at any time he wants to go after a title belt of his choosing.
Certainly could. Now, Muddy, if you had what Juicebox has, talent, no. If you had what Juicebox has and the Fauci Surprise contract, who would you challenge here in QAW?
Well, I'd probably challenge you to become relevant, Mike. That's probably how I'd work that out.
Cut me deep, Muddy, but I deserved it. So, the Doctor is on his way to the ring, and he's going to put his scalpel as far as he can into the flesh of the momentum of Juicebox.
I'd have to imagine that the Doctor would love to get his hands on whatever fluids are contained inside of Juicebox. I'm not sure exactly. Is it blood or what is inside this man? Is it just pure charisma?
It might be charisma, it might be spite, as he still is just relishing over his victory over Diamond David Thomas. And also, we have to acknowledge this new look for the Doctor. He's retained his muscular physique, but he's gone back down to his original height, and he seems to be channeling some kind of extra power in this new helmet that he's designed.
Absolutely, and we've seen a lot of magical enhancement items here in QAW, but not necessarily guaranteeing victory. The Doji Sword for Kung Fu Bruno not bringing him luck. We'll see if the Doctor's enhancement helmet brings him any luck against Juicebox. Here we go.
And absolutely, the Juicebox is no slouch at all. Again, we've talked about it a lot, but he gave Diamond David his first pay-per-view loss at Labor Pains, and even though he seems to mainly be out for himself, whenever he is fighting for himself, he's nigh unstoppable.
Grips the Doctor around the waist, takes him down. Solid fundamentals from Juicebox, arguably one of the most well-rounded wrestlers here in QAW, but sometimes easily distracted.
Reminder,
this man is all sizzle and all steak, I gotta say.
He was a 9-time champion in Pandemic Athletics before being signed to Quarantine Action Wrestling, so the man has a championship acumen behind him, and now the Doctor just wailing on Juicebox right in the juices.
Oh! Takes him down with a clubbing forearm there. Cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Took way too long to put down a competitor like Juicebox, who, as we remind our intrepid viewers, is the only man to give the first loss to Diamond David on QAW pay-per-view.
And again, I mean, that's why the Doctor challenged Juicebox to this match. The Doctor taking it upon himself to avenge a generation in some way, as he is taking it to Lloyd Legacy Sharp, Jacques the Lock LaRue, and now, again, just wanting to take out Juicebox as Juicebox whiffs that kick.
It does something to your psyche to miss a man who's sitting down with a kick. Oh my goodness! Overhead release German suplex.
Into the ropes.
Wow! He's picked him up from a tombstone into a... What is the Doctor made of?
Deadlift. Now, I got to imagine the Doctor, I would say, probably has the advantage. He knows the human body and how to hurt it expertly.
God, he may have gone back down to his original height, but he has not lost any of that strength he had from when he was pumping himself with the bad boy's blood. He's I've used the analogy before. He's like a neutron star, folks. Just look at that.
Gutbuster there to single leg gutbuster to Juicebox there, and now he's just pounding in the side of his head. The Doctor is vicious tonight.
God, we've never seen Juicebox get dominated like this. And now look at a reflex check. Doctor's trying to put him away quick.
This could be it. We've never seen Juicebox beaten this quickly. 1.
Is it?
No, kick out at 1.
Ooh.
That box is still half full, folks. He's not out of this yet.
I mean, Juicebox is he's made
he's
of
not moving.
he's made of a special kind of juice, as we all know. And I mean, perhaps he's off of his game or something, but there's nobody more able to take advantage of that than the doctor. And now beckoning Juicebox to his feet, I think we all know what he's looking to go for. Yes, he's locking it in, pulls him over the doctor's order.
Doctor's order, and we understand how difficult it is to get submission. Just as I said, Juicebox instantly out of it.
Just very quickly.
Now wisely trying to work over the arm and back of the doctor so he can't be put back in that predicament.
It's got to build some momentum here.
He does.
Rallying the crowd. Oh, just as you said there, Muddy. Inverted atomic drop.
Can he get rolling?
Front slam. If he keeps this up, he might be able to turn the tide against the doctor. The doctor's reeling.
He might. We know how quickly those tides shift here in QAW. Just ask George Bouncy, and now just looking to, smash that cyborg face.
Protective helmet offering no protection. Willard is down!
Down goes Willard. Take a shot.
Can't say that I'm sad to see that happen.
Oh, the doctor just reversed the last straw.
Wait, that's Shock the Lock.
That's the OK Canadian Provincial Sorry champion.
And he's leaving.
Wait, the doctor, just abandoning Juicebox in the ring. Willard following, begging and pleading with the doctor.
Well, the Juicebox is he's doing dick push-ups, but the doctor, he's just pointing at Jock the Lock. Oh, and they're going at it. This match is over.
Here we go.
Willard's throwing out the match. They're brawling on the stage, folks. The security team has come out to try and restore order.
Two big rams locking horns.
Oh.
Well, folks, we've got to get order. Jacques the Lock and the doctor were going at it, and Juicebox was windmilling his penis around. Folks, we have our main event next.
Look at it go!
Such a good saying. And I will live, laugh, and love. Oh, what up, though? It's your boy, KTD. But you knew that, so let's cut to the chase, shall we? The Rumble. Am I right, y'all? Didn't quite go as planned. And yes, I threatened to sue QAW for everything and liquidate them. You sued. And yes, QAW met my demands. Smart on ya. Smart move, QAW. And I entered the men's rumble at number 30, and I was this close to victory. But I was bamboozled. Bamboozled by a clown. Now listen, I like clowns. Genuinely, I do. You know, Pennywise, Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, whoop whoop. But you, clown, you are a piece of clown scum. I thought we had something going well in that ring, buddy. I thought we were working well together, and I thought we had an unspoken bond. But I was fooled. So I let my guard down for a split second, and I was on those ropes meditating. And you gonna blindside me to eliminate me? Okay. Lesson learned, never trust a clown. But it's okay. Your eyes are set on the title shot, and I hope you win. Hope you win the title so I can face you and beat you for that title. So I'm not done with you. So your eyes are set on the title. Fine. But the world wants to know, where are my eyes set? The world wants to know what's next for KTD. And well, the real answer to that is whatever the hell I want. I'm KT freaking D, man. I'm a star. I can go shoot a movie if I want to. I can go record an album. I can sit home and collect them sweet resids, y'all. But the fact of the matter is, whatever contract I sign will be the hottest contract in entertainment, period.
Contract?
Fucking A, yeah.
Contract?
Geek McGee, what are you doing in my promo?
Did you... the Fauci contract?
Geek?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Fauci contract? Uh-huh. Oh. Really? Okay, yeah. Then I want that. QAW, book it. KTD receives the Fauci contract. Don't worry, we'll make it a red carpet event. I'll invite all my celebrity friends. We'll make it a big deal. Book it. I want it.
That's not the way it works.
What do you mean?
You have to win it in a match.
Oh, win in a match. Okay, I'll play along. I'll throw them dupes. All right. Picture this. KTD versus AMRAC. October 31st for the Fauci contract. Book it, kiddos. I'm a fucking genius.
Someone already has it.
Oh. Okay, then find out who has it and we'll buy it from them, right? We got the budget, we got the boujay, so let's get it from them.
We know who has it.
Okay, even better. Who has it?
Juice Box.
Juice Box has a contract? Ugh, gross. Okay. Action. Juicy. Juicy! Juicy coochie coo! Juicy coo! Mr. Box, it has come to my attention that you, out of all people, have something I want. I know, crazy, right? That's the Fauci contract. It's me, KTD, you know, the hottest thing in QAW since I stepped foot in the building, but I digress. The new guy, right? You have something I want and I have something you need. I don't know much about you, but the one thing I do know about you is, well, you can't rap very well. We can agree to that, right? You're irrelevant in my eyes. I don't know what you need, but I know you need that. So I'll propose this, okay? I'll offer you my services as a ghostwriter to you. Yeah, I will write a couple of your rap verses so you can go around and spit them to your little friends and really impress them. You know, really impress them, not just them pretending, right? For the Fauci contract. Win-win. And since I'm feeling kind of generous, I'll even throw in a guest feature. Yeah. Juice Box featuring KTD. Now, you can't go and releasing it because I don't want that shit on my catalog. But you can go and play it around as much as you want for your friends. How about it? Perfect. Let's book it. Yeah. And contingent, there's no stains on the contract, all right? Juice or otherwise. Okay, buddy? So how about it? I get the Fauci contract, and you get to work with KTD. Win-win. So I'll expect your answer, I don't know, next week? Yeah, next week I want your answer. I'll have my people contact you, and we'll go from there. A gentlemanly exchange of goods, if you will. So, Mr. Box, drip, drip, bitch. That's what it is, right? Drip, drip. I don't fucking know. Drip, drip. How about it? Next week, I want your answer. And yes, it was a generous offer, I know. I'll say you're welcome in advance, but I'll take my thank yous now. Good on you, Geek McGee. Let's get out of here. The Fauci contract. Miss Rumble, how are you, baby? It's not my fault that I'm out here making moves.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the.
Hello, it's me, Baby Powers. Everyone's favorite baby / wrestler / woman. I have been challenged to fight by this Ramazan, and I want to assure everybody that I am not scared at all. This Ramazan called me out. I feel very prepared for this fight. I am smart. I am resilient. I have the strength of 100 babies, which is equivalent to a slightly stronger full-grown man. I'm just a baby. It will be fine. I'm just a baby.
I am feeling so refreshed after mi vacación muy romántica con Beltina. Fortunately, I am still a citizen of Bolivia and I'm able to travel during the COVID-19. Beltina and I had a wonderful time, but now it is time to get back to business. There is only one person on the burn board who I have yet to defeat in the ring. Baby Powers, it is time to face la música. You could only avoid this match for so long. Y no te preocupes. When you lose, you will be in good company. And as for you, Mama Dons, I look forward to our pay-per-view match. Beltina, as always, will stay with me, and you will stay in obscurity.
In tonight's main event, we have Lauren Baby Powers, who had an impressive showing in the 2MB Women's Rumble and almost paralyzed AC Volts with a sledgehammer versus the QAW Women's Champion, the Slamazon.
Yeah, I mean, God, if that sledgehammer just is not just a definition of that, a more vicious side of Baby Powers over the past few months coming out and racking up an impressive series of wins on one-on-one action. And then, yeah, nearly paralyzing AC Volts with that sledgehammer hit. But Slamazon's taken notice, and Slamazon has yet to beat Baby Powers in one-on-one action. In fact, I don't think they've even faced off before. So Slamazon wants to assert her dominance.
You know, I love this new fresh matchup, and I can't wait for the fireworks.
Absolutely, folks, and every week we are bringing you the absolute best in professional wrestling content here on 2MB Studios. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe to 2MB if you have Amazon Prime, which I know you do, because the Slamazon doesn't work for cheap, and here she comes.
She's not her and the belt. I believe she's calling the belt Beltalina, and their romance has become, well, quite the storybook story. I mean, traveling around the world together, and this relationship is getting serious, folks.
It's you know, I'd love to see that kind of passion. She's a champion's champion, and she shows it every time she steps through those ropes.
I mean, as somebody here who's known true love, Muddy, perhaps you can appreciate her and her boo belts, what they have.
I certainly can. You know, back in 1984, I had quite the story with me and a pair of brown Levi jeans.
Brown jeans.
Yeah, you know, the first pair of Levi's were brown.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Look it up. It's QAW.
This is a wrestling show.
Baby Powers now squaring off with the QAW Women's Champion, Willard Wilford the Pervert. Here we go.
Slamazon looks focused.
Immediately grabbing the baby by her. Oh my goodness, and just sends her flying.
God, you should not be grabbing a baby by their neck like that.
Threw her so hard that we almost lost the transmission there, and just locking it in. And Baby Powers, geez, we notice Slamazon she's known to not take her opponents super seriously. It looks like she's not going to be doing that to Baby Powers. Oh, now getting taken
Powers
out.
Fires back.
Wow.
Baby Powers came to play.
That she did.
Oh, my goodness, she's flooring a competitor easily 3 times her
Just
size.
taking it to her.
Oh, and she pays for it.
God, and again, you cannot. I mean, to underestimate Baby Powers is to just spell certain doom. She is a baby in a full woman form, full autonomy and strength of 100 babies, and she is vicious, folks. She learns something new every match.
Got sent hurtling back into the ring by the Slamazon, but as you said, a sponge arguably learned everything she could have from AC Volts and then tried to destroy her.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what you do. Now, look at that.
Beautiful.
Jeez.
Inside out front body suplex. My goodness.
The power it must take to do that.
Oh my God.
To a woman that size. Look at that.
Snake eyes to the champion. What is going on in the physiology of Baby Powers?
You sure it's not 101 babies?
Very well could be. Honey, I blew up the baby and it's got muscles. And look at her just taking it to Slamazon. Slamazon was not expecting this. She's already been thrown for a loop.
Oh my God, and the calf crusher almost locked in. Oh, 1 elbow shot. These 2 women are titans trading blows.
Things can change just so suddenly, so quickly.
You know, I just watched Troy, and that Hector Achilles battle's got nothing on this.
Absolutely not. Never mind that. Oh, 1. I was gonna say, never mind that battle between the wooden horse and the scarab.
Yeah, forget about it.
What?
What do you take? Oh, look at that. Baby, I was winding up a punch there, cleaning Slamazon's clock.
Guess we're just going to ignore that. All right. It's fine. We have great action in the ring anyway. You're right.
Muddy, I didn't know you felt so strongly about the movie Troy.
Well, it's not just Troy. I'm a man of history, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's just I like accuracy is all.
Yeah, and then there was a scarab that fought the horse. I don't know what the issue is here. Look at the Baby Powers spinning on Slamazon.
We are all going to have a chat after this great main event.
1, 2.
To give these women the attention they deserve.
In 6 months of calling QAW action, folks, I've never been called on my bullshit.
I mean, wait, look at this now. Look at, oh my God, object permanence on the Slamazon.
Cover.
Is this enough?
1, 2. No, and that is why she is champion, folks.
Jeez, that bent over, like lifting DDTs, driving Slamazon's skull, crashing into that new mat. Jeez, Baby Powers has just been in dominating here.
And of course, new days brings the tides of change. The governor paying for a full ice cream sandwich ring and outside. But oh, look at this!
Just
looking into Bulwark and Thictor.
Willard just tickling her ribs. Willard, you creep!
Oh, elbow to the face there. Yeah, Willard's really he's on his last thralls here, and now.
All right, so you guys can badmouth Willard, but I get questioned.
She's the plane.
Quickly, Muddy. She's a plane.
I have notes. I have notes after this.
That's great. There's nothing performers like after a hot performance than forced notes.
Absolutely.
Not for them.
And now again, look, spinning on this Slamazon, adding insult to injury.
The disrespect.
Ooh.
Cover. 1, 2. No, Slamazon out at 2. The baby is apoplectic.
The near falls here have just been very concerning for Slamazon.
Jeez, and Baby Powers doing everything she can to put her away. And now look at this, another object permanence.
Cover again. 1, 2. What?
Whoa.
What's happening?
Well, it cut out there, but Slamazon cut out. She kicked out.
Are we?
Gotta imagine that Slamazon's low of the belt's the only thing keeping her alive right now.
I suppose. Brett, can you confirm if that? Well, this match is kind of still going. We're going a referee's discretion.
Absolutely, but yeah, geez. Slamazon's love for that belt rivals only Poseidon's love for his wife Apollo in the movie Kingdom of Heaven.
Buckley, I know you know that's wrong, and we're gonna talk about it.
Check out Muddy's album, Moody Aguas.
Do not try to placate me by plugging my album right now.
Muddy has risen out of his chair.
He's standing on top of it, and now the crowd's standing on their feet. Slamazon looking to turn it around here, putting Baby Powers a Slamazon power slam.
Is this enough? 1, 2, no!
Oh.
I thought that was it.
Both women have given each other their best shot, in Baby Powers' case, twice, and they will not stay down.
We know how just impossibly difficult it is to pin the Slamazon. AC Volts threw everything she had of her, the full might of the generation at her at labor pains, and it was not enough to keep it down. And now look at this, Slamazon just bringing it all right back.
What hope does a baby have against a Slamazon?
Going for the...
Oh, the Anaconda lock.
Anaconda lock, the move of champions.
Is she trying to... She's trying to turn it over.
Oh my God.
She did. It's time to turn over.
She hit you. She rolled over. That baby's skill. Amazing.
My God. Oh, Fireman's Carry takes her back over, though. The Slamazon's still in firm control.
The crowd is on. They are losing it. Look at that. The woman in the white shirt is just going crazy and slamming the face on the turnbuckle.
That soft spot is getting bashed in, folks.
Oh.
I think Slamazon's about to shift it into another gear here, folks.
Oh, hip juice DDT from a baby. Cover. 1, 2, no!
Oh.
What is it gonna take?
There's that championship mindset, digging deep.
She is digging deep. She's got like a head of steel, taking all those blows here, but now again putting Baby Powers Slamazon power slam
off the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and the added force of the ricochet from the ropes keeps the baby down.
And that's that.
That was a well-earned victory from the Slamazon. You can, if she didn't learn her lesson, then never underestimate Baby Powers. She certainly did there. I can't take anything away from Baby Powers.
She gave it all she had. That match was as contentious as 3 of my marriages.
Absolutely, folks.
And as Lloyd Legacy, our men's champion, often says, respect the ladies, because, folks, they earned every inch of tonight's main event spot, and arguably that is the best non-title one-on-one confrontation we have seen in the women's division. These two women should be incredibly proud of themselves.
Either way, folks, again, we are on 2MB Studios Twitch every single Thursday night at 8 p.m. Like, share, subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, subscribe for real and help support all the artists on this channel. Is Slamazon now celebrating with that? Wait, look at this!
That's Mama Dawn!
What?
Mama Dawn's the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble.
The undefeated mother.
Putting the champ on, and the champ is not backing down.
That is what it's all about, folks. If you enjoyed tonight, like, share, subscribe. For Buckley Swantoon and Muddy Waters, this is Mike Mann. Catch the fever!
Love you.